Okay, so here we are gaming once again on Linux Kubuntu. Today we are playing Skyrim. This doesn't run natively on Linux, so we're using the Proton compatibility tool built into Steam, and it's version 7.0-3. So we'll go ahead and get started here. I just noticed, too, it looks like it still had my old saves from when I used to game on Windows. I'm not sure if those saves would actually work now that I'm playing this on Linux, but I might try that out and see what happens. I should let you guys know, too, this is just the vanilla version of Skyrim. We're not playing with any mods yet, at least. So I just want to check and see how the performance of Skyrim is on Linux Kubuntu. Yep, this intro definitely looks familiar. I can't tell you how many times I've played this game. I played it originally on, I think it was the PS3 version, and then of course I played it on regular Windows through Steam, and I played it with all kinds of different mods, so definitely no stranger to this game. I think after I do this, I may actually try to install some of the mods that come through the Steam Workshop, because I'm curious to see how they play and interact with the Proton compatibility tool. Yeah, so this is the second Elder Scrolls game we're going to be trying on Linux. The first one we tried is Morrowind. That wasn't actually running through Steam, although we did have to purchase the game through Steam. I think you have to buy the Game of the Year edition of Morrowind. And what we did was we imported it into OpenMW, which you can get 100% free on Linux. It's a free download, and it actually works even better than the vanilla version of Morrowind. So I tried the performance of that. It worked great, and you can still do the same. You can still import all the mods, and there's actually mods built into OpenMW. So we did Morrowind, this is Skyrim. I may try Oblivion next, since this seems to be running pretty well. I can't imagine Oblivion being running any worse than this. So if this goes well, I may try Oblivion next. Also, I forgot to mention, too, I'm not going to be playing this game on keyboard and mouse. I'm actually using the Logitech Gamepad F310. It's probably one of the better gamepads I've found that works with no hassle in Linux. It's pretty much just plug and play. I play a lot of different games with it. It works fine in this game. It functions pretty much just like a regular Xbox 360 controller. And all you have to do, you don't have to install anything in Linux. You just plug it into the USB port. It picks it up automatically, and it runs pretty much everything. I've tried it in Skyrim. It works fine. I haven't tried it in Morrowind yet, but I've tried it in X-Plane 11. I believe it works perfectly fine. Although in X-Plane 11, I usually like to use the Logitech Flight Stick rather than the gamepad, but you can use the gamepad if you want to. Okay, so this is good. We should be almost to the end of this cutscene here. Once we get in, it will have us generate our characters. We'll go through that whole process. I'll try to keep it pretty quick and short, just so you guys can see the performance of Skyrim on Linux.
Inside the house, now.
Yes, Papa. Get these prisoners out of the carts. Prove it.
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Okay, so we got off the wagon, and if I remember correctly, that guy is about to run, or at least try to run away, and I'm pretty sure he gets shot with an arrow. So let's see if I remember this correctly.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead. No, I'm not a rebel! You can't do
Yep, he's
this.
about to do something. There he goes. He's off running. And whoop. Oh
Anyone
man,
else feel like running?
that poor guy.
You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Okay, so we finally made it to the character creator here. Let me scroll through the options. Usually when I play the Elder Scroll games, I like to stick to either Bretons or Imperials. I'll probably do the same thing here. Could always be a nice Khajiit, which they changed into humanoids. I'm pretty sure in Morrowind they used to actually look more like lizards. But I think for this gameplay, I'll probably just stick with the Imperial. And I'm trying to remember, there we go, okay, you have to hit left and right triggers to change your body. Let me cycle through the presets here and see what options we have. That guy looks pretty interesting. Got the sweet handlebar mustache. Yeah, I might stick with that guy. He looks pretty interesting. I usually don't monkey with any of that stuff. Keep everything the same. Oh boy, I think hopefully it still saves my preset. Yeah, okay, looks like we're good. Alright, we'll name our character. I think it actually wants me to type on the keyboard for this, so I'll just type in Comtech Engineer. And we're good.
You're a long way from the Imperial City. What are you doing in Skyrim? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain.
Little does she know, we're about to be saved by a
Sorry,
dragon
remains of
here in
the Total Civil.
about 4 minutes.
Follow the captain, prisoner.
So no block for me. We'll follow her over anyways.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the
you.
love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Okay, we're gonna look away so we won't have to watch this. It's pretty grisly and kind of unnecessary.
Justice!
And is it done yet? Okay, that's
As
done.
fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the renegade from Cyrodiil.
I can't believe she just called me a renegade. Well, there's the dragon noise that's about to save me.
Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Alright, there's a dragon right on cue. It's a good thing because that guy was about to wind up. And whoa. Just got screamed at by a dragon. Changed the weather. And we should have full control here in a few seconds. Okay, our controller's working fine. Left stick to move.
What is that thing? Could the
And
legends be
let's
true?
follow this guy here.
Legends don't burn down villages. We need to move now. Up through the tower. Let's go. Come on. Before the dragon brings down the whole tower.
I just realized how goofy those boots look on that guy. Man, it's pretty. Oop! Dragon's poking his head in, breathing fire. Since this is the intro / tutorial, you can't really get hurt, so we don't have to worry about that. Pretty sure we have to jump through that window. We'll press Y to jump. And landed it. Going through this house here. I remember when I first played this cutscene, man, it was awesome. Kind of loses its luster after, man, what's it been now? 10, 15 years maybe since Skyrim came out, something like that. But yeah, the first time you play this, it's pretty sweet. Especially since back when this first came out, these graphics were really impressive. Now, not so much. Unless you're playing one of the super high-end mods. I remember that part right there scared the crap out of me too. You're basically touching the dragon's, was it the claw or the wing? But we'll keep following this guy here. That guy's shooting some fireballs. Probably not going to do anything. Yeah, so my plan for the rest of this video, once we get out of Helgen, I'll probably... I'm not going to play any of the main story. We may just go to the first town. Maybe craft a few potions, make a few pieces of armor just to show you guys what it looks like, and probably stop the video there. I kind of forgot how good this game was, so hopefully it doesn't turn into a 10-15 series Let's Play, which it may, because it's running pretty well, and I kind of want to keep playing it. But we'll see what happens.
Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
So this guy's about to take our hands off, or take our binds off, I should say. So we'll search through these chests and see if we can find anything. This one has an Imperial light helmet. We'll grab that. This one over here. Alright, Imperial light armor. Key. That bowl isn't really worth anything. We'll leave that there. Looks like we have some wine. We'll take that and sell it. Take some gold pieces. Trying to remember what the controls are here. Make sure we equipped our armor and weapon.
Come on, this way.
X to ready. And look at that, I'm dressed just like that guy. Okay, we'll keep on going here, make sure I know how to block.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
They definitely turned down the difficulty on this game. If you guys have played Morrowind, that is an extremely difficult game to start off with. And if you played the game before that, Daggerfall, it's 10 times harder than Morrowind is beginning up, but this one's pretty simplified. This guy, the Stormcloak soldiers coming after us. Whoa. That was a little bit gruesome. See if we can take some of their armor. Just take everything.
Come on, this way.
For some reason I don't remember this intro being this long, but I guess it is. I think after this there's also, I think there's a cave. You have to go down into a cave, then once you get out of the cave, I think that's when the full game starts. I think it's all starting to come back to me now. Just keep following this guy.
What are you doing?
Dragon just caved in our exit.
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
So we'll have to go through this door here. Looks like there's some more soldiers we gotta fight. I never understood the two-weapon claymore style. Usually when I play this, I either like to do a... Whoa. That was kind of intense. Well, I was saying, usually when I play this, I usually like to do either magic builds or just single-handed swords, either short swords or long swords. The two-handed weapons always seemed kind of clunky to me. Pretty much in any Elder Scrolls game, I never liked the two-handed swords. The claymores and the war axes. Even in Oblivion and Morrowind, I never really liked them. Particularly in Morrowind, because, man, if you swing a two-handed weapon in Morrowind, it's gonna... takes probably about half your fatigue. Which, of course, you don't really have to worry about fatigue in this game unless you're sprinting. Alright, there's some more enemies down here, yep. But looks like we have some help. I'll let them deal with that while I hopefully try to pick some of these locks. I think there was some lockpicks somewhere, if I remember.
Don't you even know what's going on?
Pick up an iron arrow that got fired.
A dragon.
And I got a shield now.
Please. Don't make up.
Alright, what do we got on this table? Dagger, a book. Take that. There we go. We got some lockpicks. This minigame definitely isn't as fun as the minigame in Oblivion. The minigame in Oblivion was, I would say, more realistic to actual lockpicking. This is kind of just a rotate and see what happens.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me.
Okay, so we got one open, we got two
Did you
open.
hear me? I said they keep us
Alright,
under
we got
attack.
some
Forgive me.
magic items. And we'll unlock this third one, although I don't think there's anything in the third one.
I'll come with you.
Oop.
Sure. Take all my things.
And there we go, got it open.
Grab what you can and let's go.
Yeah, see, there's nothing in here. Was that guy's name Torturer? That's kind of weird. Okay, iron shield. Pick up iron mace, even though I'm probably not going to use it. Another lockpick, weapon.
There's no way.
I just noticed too, we're getting pretty close to our carry weight. I think it said we had 272 out of 300. So we may have to drop some stuff here. I'm not going to bother unlocking that. I don't think there's any point. Same thing with that door. There's some poor guys in cages. Okay, here is the cave I remember, so we should be getting pretty close to the end here.
Just give me a minute. Let me think. Stormcloak, get them.
I believe, yep, there's some stormcloaks here we gotta take out. These should be the last enemies, or at least some of the last enemies. They may be the last human type. And I think there's, if I remember correctly, I think there's some spiders, and maybe even a bear. But I'm pretty sure you can run past most of those. If I was doing a speedrun, I could probably just blast through all these and get to the end part of the cave. Okay, they're down. And there we go. I'm 32 pounds overweight. Let's see what we can drop here. Probably these great swords, because, well, they're worth 50, but I'm not going to use them anyways. But they're super heavy, so we'll drop them. And these guys are shooting arrows at me. That guy had a Sparks book, so we'll go ahead and learn that. I guess did I already have flames? I guess I did. So we'll get flames in our left hand and try to flame these guys. Do some damage over time. Whoa, it just ignited. What was that, gasoline on the floor?
All right, let's see if we can find a way.
Kind of reminds me in Pokemon where Ash sends Pikachu into Brock's gym. He shoots lightning up, hits the sprinklers, and it starts raining down on Brock's Pokemon. I'm trying to remember what his Pokemon's name was. Onyx, maybe? I think it was Onyx.
Let's see where this goes.
Always get those environmental effect bonuses. Okay, Hadvar's gonna open up this. We'll sheath our sword temporarily so we can run a little bit faster. Still surprises me, even like I said, this is vanilla Skyrim. The water doesn't look terrible, and from what I remember, when this first came out, I thought the graphics were great for that time period, of course. But even it still kind of holds up today. It doesn't look anywhere as good as, you know, when people go hardcore 4K ultra modding, but it looks pretty good from where I can tell. Okay, so here's the spiders. Tried to sneak past them, but they detected me, so spiders don't like fire. We'll flame them up. And see if we can get... yeah, my magic is low. These things are creepy. Get some frostbite venom, which you can actually add to your melee weapon. And it does a little bit of damage over time by poisoning the enemy. Which I just got poisoned.
That's the end of that.
That's something else I never really liked either. I don't really like the zoom-in kill cams. Never been a fan of them. Seem kind of a waste. You can probably turn them off, I'm guessing, in the console commands. So I may do that. We should be getting pretty close to the end of the cave here. Yeah, I think it's right up here, and that's a bear. Don't think I want to fight that thing. Although I might have a choice. I think it detected me. Well, it's not charging me, so we'll just run past it. Keep going here. There's probably more items you can get in this cave, but I'm trying just to speed it up a little bit. We'll head to the outside here. And alright, we're out. Okay, there's the dragon that just saved us, and also burnt down Helgen.
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
So from here, we're pretty much just gonna follow Hadvar, and on the way, we'll pick up some berries, just so we can make some potions.
I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best.
Hopefully he doesn't run too slow.
Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Alright, we got some snowberries. Now that I have full control, we'll go ahead and save. Yeah, you can see there too, all those previous saves, those were actually on a Windows machine, so that makes me wonder if I load them. I wonder if it'll work. But I don't want to try it right now because it might blow up the game. But maybe if it works, I might make a separate video on it. So we'll keep on going here. That butterfly almost looked like it was stuck in suspended animation. It's kind of weird.
If the rebels have themselves a dragon,
just go through, pick up these flowers on the way. Yeah, I'm starting to get that itch to play this game again. I think on my Steam account through the Windows version, I had probably 60, 80 hours maybe. That was just on that version. I also played I think I played the PS3 version and the PS4 version, so those combined, that was probably 30, 40 hours each, so definitely logged a lot of time into this game.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy,
And it's still
that
good.
place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down
We'll
the
keep
mountain
collecting
through my
flowers
window
here.
at night. That kind of thing. I
Run down the hill. Alright, Guardian Stone. Oh, what the heck, we'll accept that sign. And Hadvar's gonna make some snotty comment about being a mage.
Ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Mage, eh? Well, to each his own.
Of course, I'm not sure why he has to be so biased. Just because you have that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be a mage. But like he says, to each their own, I guess.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to stop this play once we'll get to Riverwood, get some basic supplies. I'll probably craft a few potions, maybe a couple pieces of armor, and I'll probably stop it there. I don't want to go through the full thing, even to make it to Whiterun. Just because that'll probably add an extra, 25-30 minutes onto the video. But we should almost be to Riverwood. I don't think it's too much farther.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
It's something I've always liked in this game is the water effects. Even on vanilla, it looks pretty good. Okay, there's Riverwood right up there. Almost made it. Pick up some mushrooms. Can't pick up that one apparently. Looks like there's some more over here. Grab them.
Come on, there's my uncle.
And we'll keep following Hadvar. I think his uncle he's talking about is right in this blacksmith shop
Uncle
here.
Halvor, hello.
So we'll let them talk.
What are you doing here?
And then we'll go inside his house, pick up some supplies, and we'll keep on
What
going.
happened to you, boy? Are you in some
Uncle,
kind
please,
of trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend.
Who's
Saved my
this?
life.
He doesn't know I'm the Dragonborn?
Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
I'm surprised he thinks I saved his life. Although technically I did, because I think had I not been there, the dragon would have been called, and... Although I kind of initiated in the first place, since the character's technically the Dragonborn. It's kind of a conundrum. Okay, so we're going to have to do this dance, trying to go into the house one at a time. Hopefully that's something they fix on the next Elder Scrolls game, which I believe is Elder Scrolls 6. I think it's going to be set in, what is that, Somerset? Or Shimmery Niles? No, Shimmery Niles is an expansion. Wherever the Argonians are from, I'm pretty sure that's where Elder Scrolls 6 is supposed to be set.
So worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
So let them talk.
Now then, boy. What's
He
the big
explains what
mystery?
happened. I guess I'll take a
What
seat.
are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start.
If it'll let me take a
You know
seat.
I was assigned
There
to
we
General
go.
Tully as a escort. We will
My
stop the Helgen
sword is
when we
banging
return.
around on the chair
dragon.
legs.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk.
Lets me
are you,
steal all
boy?
this stuff.
Husband, let him
Well, I'm
tell
pretty
the
sure they'd
story.
get angry if I did that.
Not much more to tell. This dragon.
I think once he says
just
okay, you can actually go
wrecked
through
us.
and take all
Mass
their
confusion.
items. It's kind of a
don't know
dick
if
move
anyone
if you
else
ask
can
me, but
I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened.
I'm
I
sneaking
thought
but
you could help
invisible.
us out. Food, supplies,
probably not a good
place to
idea.
stay.
That guy's
Of course.
face is pretty
Any
dirty.
friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. Glad to help however I
Won't
can.
let me sleep in that bed either. I think it did let me take the shoes though.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
We'll let
Jarl
Alvor
needs to
finish
know there's a
talking.
dragon on the loose. Riverwood is
See if we can
defenseless.
grab some supplies for
We
him.
need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can.
I just noticed there's two
Do
giant
that for me. be in your...
Are those deer mounted on his wall? I don't remember the deer in Skyrim
Like
looking
I
that
said,
big.
I'm glad to help in any way I
Huh.
can.
I'll ask him how to get to Whiterun. Of course, I already know how to get there.
You'll see it just past the falls. Take what you need, my friend. Within reason.
He's gonna let me use his
I see no
forge.
harm in it.
And now we can
Have
take
the
all the
skill.
stuff. 56 gold and a hide helmet. I'm just gonna take this gold sitting on his sitting on his table here.
Work.
It'll let me sleep in his
Make yourselves
bed,
at home.
eat all his food. What the heck, I'll rest. So I can get the well-rested bonus. Well, it says you wake feeling rested, not well-rested. I think to feel well-rested, maybe you have to own a home and sleep in it. That's one of the features I did like about Skyrim. I wish they had implemented that into Morrowind and Oblivion.
I heard Lucan yelling the other day.
We'll collect a few more flowers here. We're probably getting close to the end of the video. I may just, like I said before, I'll probably try to just craft a few items if I remember how to do it, and make a few potions. There's a grindstone, which you may need ingots, but I'm pretty sure he gave us some ingots, or we're allowed to steal these right here. Yeah, let's take these. Let's see what we can make on the workbench. We need leather. Okay, I think it's starting to come back to me. I think so. What you have to do, you need to get animal pelts. You skin them on a tanning rack for leather, and then you take those. You can either use leather or, was it leather strips, I think you have to make out of leather. And then once you have those components, then you can start crafting. So what I may have to do, I think there's a trader over across the street, and I may have to go there, buy some leather pelts, skin them for leather, and go from there. I'm over encumbered, so we'll drop our warhammers. Don't really need those. And I think the shop is... Nope, it's not there. Might have been back over to the left. I think I had it right the first time. Yep, Riverwood Trader. We'll pop in here. And of course, this guy is sitting here arguing with...
I said no.
Is it his wife?
No adventures, no theatrics,
Or is it his sister?
no
I can't
thief
remember.
chasing.
I think it might be his sister.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this.
Maybe you could talk
Okay,
some
they're done
sense into my
arguing. Just
people,
want some
Papa.
animal pelts, please.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood
I'm not even going to ask him,
Riverwood Trader
since
is
we're not
everything
really
you
doing
need.
quests.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
We'll sell some of my items so I can afford some pelts. Don't need 9 fur boots. Don't need a hide helmet. Don't need 2 hide shields. I like to use light armor, so we'll get rid of the heavy stuff. I'll keep the novice robes just in case. Don't need 9 storm cloak cuirasses, that's for sure. He's got some books. Whoops, forgot to check if he
Damn
had
thieves. My sister, I think I have a few old
animal
spell
pelts.
books.
Let's go back.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
He's got a
treasure.
few spells, but man, they're expensive. Don't know if I want to buy any of those. Maybe oak flesh. That's usually a pretty good one. Yeah, we'll get that. I don't want to waste much more money.
Till next time, maybe you're trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Okay, we'll go to his miscellaneous section. Yep, he's got some... Was that a cowhide and deer hide? And he's already got some leather strips made. So that's good. We'll go over here, run to the tanning rack, see what we can craft. Listen to this again. I forgot how good the soundtrack of this game is. It's pretty darn good.
Be careful.
You know what's good when you can see there's a lot of people on YouTube that just have loops of the ambient music in Skyrim, and of course they get millions of views. So you know your soundtrack is good when you get millions of views just on your ambient music alone. But it looks like we have enough ingredients we can make leather armor. Probably not the whole set, so we'll do the leather armor and the bracers. That's something I always liked in this game, is just part of the role-playing aspect to always make your own items rather than buying it. It makes it a little bit more fun. Plus, I think some of the best armor in the game, I think you have to craft. If I remember correctly, I think it's dragon skin armor. And of course, you have to defeat a dragon to get the components to make it. But if it's not the most powerful armor in the game, it's one of the most powerful. And of course, it's a heck of a lot cheaper to manufacture it yourself than buy it from somebody. So we have the items. We can sharpen our sword and make it fine. It adds 1 damage to it. And now that we are lighter, we can pick up our hammers and sell them. 4 more gold. Head back over to the trader.
My sister Camille. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
There's my foot wraps I sold the guy. And he bought them like a fool. And, oh crap, what the heck did I just do? I just sold him my components. Did not mean to do that. And I bought him back and I just wasted all my gold, so that was kind of a stupid mistake. We'll go ahead and make a new save here. And of course, since I just screwed it up, I don't have enough components. Oh well. Alright, that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. I'll keep it rolling here, but this is probably going to be the end of the commentary. I just wanted to show you guys the performance of vanilla Skyrim on Linux Kubuntu. That's something else I should probably start in my intros. The version of Kubuntu I'm using is 20.04. It's slightly older. I think it's 1 version behind the LTS, the current LTS, which I think is 22.0 something. But 20.04 is good till, I think it's April of next year, April 2023. So I'll probably keep running this version up until that point. Then I'll probably update to version 22. So if you want to try this, I would recommend using on the same version I am. I haven't tested version 22 yet, the long-term support, so I can't guarantee that you're going to get the same, the same compatibility I do. So, and I did actually just make a video on how to game on Kubuntu. It's not fully, it doesn't have all the steps in it because it's kind of hard. I couldn't do screen recording of some of the items, like disabling secure boot, because I would require an external camera, and I wanted to keep it, nice, just screen recording. So, that should be about it. Thanks for watching.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you well on me. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then came clashing and slash of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
We need a room. Talk to Del. Take a look.
when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
All right then.
You're that visitor been poking. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now.